Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome to Talking Shit with your boy, the Sophisticated Jerk and the Manic Genius.
Hey.
Sorry, man. What you got up for us today, man? I saw you send me that clip, man. So
Yeah. I sent you the clip. It's from an Instagram account called ABC Real Talk. So shout out to them at ABC Real Talk. The clip shows like a gentleman discussing why women in relationships shouldn't have single friends. And
okay.
he breaks it down. So I'm just like, oh, just watch it. And I'm like, I
All right, let me go
agree,
ahead
but
and
yeah, we can go straight to the clip, man.
all right, let me go ahead and pull that up, man.
He
Sounds
was cooking.
interesting.
Gotta let him cook.
Say he was cooking.
Yeah.
Oh shit, he got the nice ass watch on. He in there looking extra fly. Got the shape up done. Beers in alignment. Okay, man.
Nah, man.
So
I
let me
see that. I see that double M. That's a Maybach.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Maybach
He's
music.
he's getting that bread. He's getting to that money. Shout out to him though. But yeah, I see the fly ass watch. So let me click this real quick and shut the hell up.
I always say that we have a relationship with a girl, never have a single girlfriends. Never have a girl with single girlfriends. It's the most dangerous thing. Do you know about the story of the bucket and the crabs?
No.
So the big bucket and then it's full of crabs. As soon as the crab comes out, the other crabs pull them down.
Pull them down.
This is women. Women, misery loves company. Women do not love to see other women happy. So they will throw small jabs at you. Quiet, simple jabs. Are you sure he's at work? You have a girlfriend? Just stays in your head. Are you sure he's doing this? Why he didn't do that? He should have done this because he have this for you. He have money. Why he didn't buy you this diamond ring or this thing? So they throw small jobs and then it's in the back of her head and then like eventually she freaks out and it's gone because you don't want to see you happy. So it's very dense. So you have to have that in check all the time. I always say.
All right, that was the end of the clip, man.
Yeah.
Definitely has some truth. We was actually just a couple weeks ago. I know you was breaking down something like that, and I was just telling somebody else about like how misery loves company. Like you,
Yeah.
you
I mean,
said.
it's really common knowledge. Like nothing in there was super um anything that we haven't said before. But I just liked how he broke it down with the little jabs because it's such a concept that we clearly understand, just having experience with women, and life experience. The fact that he breaks it down with the little jabs here and there is like those are actual real examples. And there's some slower people that won't get it, but by giving them the actual example, it shows a level of relatability, especially to the women who may be in the situation that are like, wait a minute, nah, this is exactly what my single friends do, or my girlfriend said that too, and I had no confusion about my man, but it is my friend always throwing doubt. So I like this clip because it wasn't coming from a standpoint of all women are terrible. It was coming from a standpoint of, no, the woman who's in the relationship is good, happy, but it's her friend that is single, and essentially just wants her friend to be in that same status. And she wants company, she wants companionship. So because she can't get a man, she's willing to be a detriment and to her friend's relationship. It's really selfish.
Yeah. So nah, definitely like what you're saying, and also the gentleman in the clip. They was definitely breaking it down. And we was literally having this conversation on Saturday about the Tia Mowry thing. And I was like breaking it down to him. I was like, man, she was probably hanging out with some chicks that like were single, and that's where she thought the grass was greener on that side. And I even told the story of one of my friends that had a situation where like his wife was like hanging around with a single crew of females, and she ended up like, kind of just like nitpicking different things. Like he was pointing out like, hey, oh, why didn't he do this? Why didn't he do that? So eventually like they separated. My boy leveled up and it's like her shit plummeted. But those type of females, they see the type of guy that you're with, especially if you're with a guy that got his shit together. Them females are trying to sabotage your relationship.
Yeah.
Because low key, a lot of them might want your dude, or like you were saying, they just want you to be hanging out with them while they're miserable because they're incapable of like landing a good dude and stuff like that. So they're gonna put them start sowing them seeds of doubt in your ear, where it's just like, oh nah, he's trying to control you, this and this. Then like people that's naive and gullible, they start listening to that. Like, oh yeah, you right. He
Yeah.
did do that. Or you start going to this club. It's fun for a little bit. So you start gravitating to that. But like I was telling them this weekend, I'm like, what typically happens is like them type of people that are easily influenced and naive, they'll go hang out in them clubs, but one by one, that group of friends that pulled her in, they're going to start getting picked off. They're going to start having relationships. They're going to start being missing in action. Like, girl, I can't go to the club. I got me a man now. Like, she like, what? You know, I done left my relationship. Now y'all like all tied up. Y'all got boyfriends now. I'm the only one out here. And then, you know, you got to sit there and wear that jacket. So they'll try to go back and get their ex back. But, you know, the ex be like, you done left here disrespectful. Get the hell up out of here. So now she's stuck, you know, in a bad situation. And you got to explain why you left a marriage, because you really don't got a good excuse if it was for some bullshit, you know. So that's, you know, the cycle that I like how he painted it. It's like the crab in a bucket, you know, type of mentality where they're just trying to pull you down and stuff. So yeah, I love the example that he painted, like you said. And I like what you was like breaking down.
Yeah. And when you said like they may because you said like sometimes they may want your man, but even if they don't want your man, they might just be jealous and they may think you don't deserve your good man, and they're, you know, just for their own like you know, misery, you know, just want to see you, you know, struggle a little bit. Like, you know, sometimes it be the people you care for the most, that you love the most, that really just want to see you do bad, especially if you've been, you know, living a life of winning. You know, they just want to see you fail. They just want to see it's possible for you to fail. So I've seen a lot of relationships, you know, kind of end. And in hindsight, I actually was talking to a woman. She was just like, yeah, I was that bad friend. I gave my friend some bad advice because, you know, she was like, she was a good person. I just, you know, she was just, everything was just so easy for her and I didn't like it. And so I would like throw little jabs at like, oh, her man's not this great. And, you know, they weren't married or anything like that, but it was a relationship that, you know, she was laughing about in hindsight. And I was like, damn, yo, you evil. So obviously, the communication after hearing that is like, oh, that's the type of person you are. I can't even be associated with you. But nah, listen, it was just like, oh, okay, man, that's crazy. Well, at least you learned from it. You know, I was like, delete this number.
Yeah. Nah, facts, man. Because like you said, man, when you start seeing those signs, and that's what people don't understand, because they could, it never, if you're that bitter, never leaves your system. So, you know, you kind of hold on to it in a way where like you're skilled at like listening and picking up stuff. So you're like you said, you're good enough to let them talk and they reveal like their true behavior and stuff. But people that's naive, man, they just get pulled in because like the club be fun for a little bit. Like I said, they'll get sucked in and they're like, oh shoot, you know, I got me some friends now. Like we're gonna hang out. One by one, they start getting picked off, and you left there holding the bag and you know, sabotage your whole relationship, like you said. And it could be for a multitude of reasons. Like I said, they could what your man are, it could be the prototype art. Like you said, it's just flat out. They're like, man, she got a good lifestyle and it's easier or whatever.
Ones. Yeah.
But it just like, I'll say my parting words before we head out to people. It's just like, typically, if you got a good friend, they're going to be like, hey, you got a good thing going over here. Like, take your ass home, or like, we'll go hang out somewhere else. But they're not going to pull you into that stuff and be like, dang, man, you know, I needed to take some notes from what you did to like get in a good situation. They're going to be looking at you as a mentor versus like you turning to them to get advice. And we're like, hey, I want to be in your situation. You got a good thing and stuff. So they're going to be bigging up your relationship. So 9 times out of 10, if somebody's pointing out different things and it's on some nitpicking stuff, like the dude ain't stepping over them boundaries, and absolutely like that's valid information. But if it's just like some stupid stuff, like the gentleman was pointing out in the video, like, oh, your ring ain't making this and this and this, man, you know it's coming from a bad place. So that's how you kind of spot those type of people, because it's just like I said, it's more or less like nagging and picking on stuff that doesn't even matter and stuff.
Yeah.
But all right, man, we out of here. Any parting words or anything? You good?
Yeah. Just thinking about this whole scenario, I mean, you know, they played it out for women, but I think it's applicable to men as well. If you sense jealous nature amongst people in your circle or your friend group, it doesn't matter how long you've known them. You have to kind of filter their whatever they have, their input with you know, you have to what is it? You have to take it with a grain of salt, right? You have to filter whatever information they're trying to give you, because at the end of the day, they may try to put it in a way to where it seems like they're trying to be helpful, or they might just be jealous of your situation. So, you know, and sometimes you can't always tell. Sometimes, actual events have to happen and you can see, the jealous nature. But I would say to anybody, if you're in a relationship that's healthy, you know, and you want it to grow, you have to foster it. You can't let outside people influence, you know, you to miss out on something good, because just like in the video, um, we all understand the crab in a bucket analogy, and misery does love company. So if you're doing well, it doesn't matter how good of a friend or how close of the person is. Some people just don't like to see winning because they're not winning. So they want you to be there with them. They want the companionship. They'd rather have your companionship rather than you be happy and see you grow. So the parting words is pay attention to people around you. And if you have a great relationship, foster and develop it. Manic out.
No, good point. I just got to piggyback off that because I like what you said, where it's just like, you got to be able to spot. You can't be naive and then talk about you're a leader. So it's like leaders understand. You got to develop those like and hone in on that like insight where you can spot people coming into your life and trying to give you bad advice. Because if you're sitting there getting manipulated by like bitter people that aren't winning, like Manic said, then you damn sure ain't no leader, and you're gonna get cleaned out every time, and you're gonna end up with bad results. So I hear so many people throwing that term around, but like you said, they're easily influenced. They let anybody give them some damn advice, and they don't have that discernment. So it's just like, nah, if you're influenced by people where they could come in there and just like I said, drop those little negative gems to you where you're like picking them up and you're running with them, then yeah, you're naive and you got a weak mindset, and you got to switch that up because you're letting anybody mold and come into your territory and mess your life up. So yeah, that's definitely weak. So I just wanted to touch on that. But all right, man, we out of here. Keep tuning in. Keep sending us clips and stuff. Appreciate y'all. Peace.